The Pels thought it would get some help shooting from behind the arc Friday with the return of Lonzo Ball, but he finished 0 for 7 from 3 last night. In fact, both the Pels and Wizards were absolutely terrible shooting the triple. But this game was decided by a foul call in the final seconds of overtime. We'll show that in a moment. Meanwhile, Zion Williamson scored just 6 points in the first half against the Wizards, got it going in the second. This alley-oop from Najee Marshall, who had a double-double in this one, gave the Pels a 3-point lead heading into the fourth. Zion finished with 21. But New Orleans went 0 for 6 down the stretch, allowing the Wizards to tie it and send it into overtime. In the extra session, Brandon Ingram scored 6 of the Pels' 10 points in the frame. This tied it at 115. B.I. led the Pels with 34. Still tied at 115. Pels need to stop to send it into double OT. Russell Westbrook pulls up for the jumper. It's long, but a foul is called with 1.9 seconds left. Pels would challenge unsuccessfully. As you see, Zion does get Westbrook's elbow, so they lose their final timeout, and Zion fouls out for the first time in his career. Westbrook makes the first, tries to miss the second, but it goes in. Wizards up 2, near triple-double for Russ, 36, 15 boards, and 9 assists. Pels can't advance it because they have no more timeouts, so Ingram with a prayer at half court, and it misses. Pels was the game they had, 117, 115 in overtime, the final. Former Carr and LSU standout Racey McMath may not be as heralded as his fellow Tiger receivers in this year's NFL draft, but he's an interesting case because athletically, McMath has all the tools. Andrew Doak reports.
Edna Carr's Racey McMath is one of the fastest athletes in the upcoming NFL draft, and he's big, measuring 6'2.5", 217. At LSU's Pro Day, he flew to a 4.34 40-yard dash, which according to Sporting News is the third speediest among any wide receiver in the country, faster than LSU's own Jamar Chase and Terrace Marshall, who could both be first-round picks. And that ability to move is also how Racey got his name.
I did a lot of moving in my mother's stomach while she was during her pregnancy, and it felt like, I was doing a lot of kicking. She said it felt like I was running in her stomach, so she got with my dad, and they came up with the name Racey.
After being the guy at Carr, McMath's 4 years at LSU were always overshadowed by who was in front of him. Having to compete with Chase, Marshall, and Justin Jefferson for catches, he never saw a better season than LSU's 2019 national title run, when he had 17 grabs for 285 yards and 3 touchdowns. Plus, this past season, he dealt with a nagging hamstring injury. But because of COVID, McMath had the option to return for 1 more year to boost his resume. However, he decided to pass it up. Racey, what made the biggest difference? In your mind, why not come back for 1 more season at LSU?
Anything could have happened if I came back, so, just follow my heart, ready to be a pro and just about to, just chase that dream.
Right now, McMath is projected as a Day 3 selection. Andrew Doak, Eyewitness Sports.
Andrew, thanks. Tulane took game 1 of a double dip against Wichita State Friday morning, 6-3. Game 2 took place later in the evening in the wet stuff uptown. Green Wave leading 1-0 in the bottom of the second. Runners in scoring position for Colin Burns. Great play at second, but the throw is bobbled at first. Burns is called safe. Simon Bumgart and Jared Hart score. Tulane goes ahead 3-1. Wichita State makes it a 1-run game in the 6th. 4 Green Wave errors on the night, including 3 in the 6th. 3 by Bumgart. Tulane hanging on to a 1-run lead. But Keegan Gillis was on fire in relief. The Brother Martin product picks up a 9-out save, recorded 7 strikeouts on the night. Green Wave sweep the doubleheader, taking game 2, 3-2. LSU and South Carolina unable to throw out first pitch because of inclement weather Friday, so the Tigers and Gamecocks will play 2 at the box on Saturday, beginning at 11 a.m. Southeastern and Nicholls series openers both rained out as well Friday. UNO did begin its series at Incarnate Word. The Privateers win 5-4.